Resident Evil franchise has been around since forever, and no other developer does survival horror games better than Capcom themselves. I never got a chance to play any of the originals, but thankfully, these remakes they release allows me to play these games and see what they're about. In today's video, we're going to be going over how I obtained the Platinum Trophy for Resident Evil 2 Remake. According to the trophy guides, this game required 30 hours of game time, 6 different playthroughs, and has a difficulty of a 5 out of 10.
Are you serious right now?
And now that I obtained this Platinum Trophy, I can say that these stats are not accurate. After going through Raccoon City gathering collectibles, solving a bunch of puzzles, fighting a variety of crazy bosses, and getting jump scared half to death, I was able to cut down the 30 hours in half and only do 15 hours in 4 different playthroughs, which makes life a lot more easier. We first start off the game by playing one of our first main protagonists, Leon Kennedy, the GOAT himself.
Oh my god.
We see Leon pumping gas on his way to Raccoon City when all of a sudden he hears a noise come from inside the store. As we venture inside, we can see a cop arresting someone.
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Yeah, I don't think that cop's got it. After killing the zombie, we found a key in the bag to help us escape. And I think I got a little distracted at this part. We made it out of the back office and into the store to find out more zombies around us. And we finally now made it to the front door where we meet our second main protagonist. After a narrow escape, the two hopped into a cop car and headed towards the city. Here we are introduced to Claire Redfield, the sister of Chris Redfield, and apparently she tells us that she came to the city to find her brother. Once in the city, they are greeted with a roadblock and no one to be seen. What would you even do in this situation? After getting into a crash, the two are separated and forced to go opposite ways. As Leon, we had to run through the streets and alleyways to get to the police station. As we got to the front gate, we immediately closed it off to keep everything out, and this will also be where we get our first trophy. So during our first playthrough, we're going to be going to do assistant mode, aiming to get all the collectibles, combat, and boss related trophies. While doing this, we're also going to be doing the no healing and no item box trophies as well. We ventured down to a locked and dark corridor to find another cop asking for help. Yeah, so after trying to save him, we found this notebook which contained a secret passageway to escape the police station. And then on our way back to the main lobby, we ran into yet another cop by the name of Marvin, and he looks badly injured. We learned that Leon was supposed to arrive earlier as of last week, but was asked to stay away. Leon jumps into action to save Marvin's life, but I think he knows it's already too late for that.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first.
This is where we obtain our first combat knife from Marvin, and we head up the main stairs to solve our first puzzle. And again, this will be the run where we don't open the item box. We use the knife to open this electrical box to explore the left side of the police station. This is where we got our second trophy by picking up this wooden plank and barricading a window in the hallway. More further down the hallway, we run into another room. This is where we open up a padlock, which gets us our third trophy. I did the right side as well, and the desk opens up to a gun mod we can attach to our gun to get us another trophy. We also get one final trophy as well for combining 2 items. And just like that, we got 4 trophies in the span of 2 minutes. You thought I was finished? If you go into the back room, you will find a safe with the code of 9157. And once it's open, you will find a pouch for more inventory space. This will also give you another trophy. And before I forget, there's another trophy in this room you can obtain by shooting Mr. Raccoon over here. Okay, now that's the last and final trophy for this room. We now venture more into the police station, killing more zombies and obtaining documents to read.
Hello there.
Oh my fucking god, that scared the crap out of me. While here, we found a portable safe, and I don't know why, but this puzzle took me like 10 minutes to actually do. Once we open it, we get another trophy and a key item to help us get the shotgun later on. We now keep exploring, gathering more resources and opening more locks. And then we get a call from Marvin asking us to come back to him since he has new information for us. On our way back, we solve another puzzle to get us our second medallion. Marvin tells us he spotted somebody out back on the cameras, and it happens to be Claire.
Yes. I knew she'd make it.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it.
While we are here, we put our 2 medallions we have to clear up some inventory space. We also find another safe with a combination of 6, 2, 11. Inside, we find another gun mod for our handgun. We enter into the art room to find a weapons keycard for the armory, which is where the shotgun is located. Before going to Claire, we circle back through the main lobby to go grab the shotgun real quick. What? How does this even happen?
Leon?
Claire, hold on. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Finally outside, we are greeted by Claire. We asked if she had any luck finding her brother, and her response to that is no. The helicopter earlier explodes, causing all the zombies to wake up. Leon radios back to Marvin about the situation to find out he is not responding. Do we think he's turned already? We also find bolt cutters to help us get back into the police station. After finding what looks to be like a horde, we made it back into the main lobby. First thing we did was to go check up on Marvin to find out he's getting worse.
Still alive.
We make it back up to the second floor to use the valve we found earlier to get into the bathroom and continue into the station. This is also where we first encounter our first licker. While I was here, I might as well grab the trophy for using a sub-weapon to counterattack an enemy while being grabbed. As we progress more further, we were able to combine a battery and a block of explosives to open up this path that will lead us to the third and final medallion. We were now able to head back to the main lobby to put the final piece into the statue. This will now open a passageway on the ground to find a place where Leon can hopefully escape. Leon once again persists Marvin into coming with him, but that was still no use.
It's on you now. Just go.
After saying our goodbyes, we finally headed down. We cleared out an obstacle in our way, and this is where we meet our first boss fight of the game. This also wasn't really a hard fight at all. It was just a matter of looping around the area and shooting his right arm. You can also get in bonus damage if you shoot the eye that pops out here and there. If you see orange blood coming out, you know you're doing it right. After a couple more shots, we see a cutscene of him falling into the abyss, and hopefully this will be the only time we will see him. Weirdly enough, the ladder behind us falls down for us to continue our journey.
Somebody's watching me.
We climbed the ladder to find ourselves in a parking lot of the police station. This is where we encountered our first infected dog and meet Ada, who claims to be an FBI agent.
Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Yes ma'am.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you.
We work our way into the holding cells to find out where she went. We then stumble upon a journalist who was locked up by the chief. We will soon find more information about him in Claire's playthrough. The guy wants to make a deal where if we help him escape, then he will give us his parking pass to exit the parking lot.
Look, we're both prisoners in the station. It's coming. What? What's coming? Just get me the fuck out of here! Who is that?
It's just me. I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
Apparently Ben was an informant for Ada, and he was saying how he had some dirt on Chief Irons, which led him to get locked up by Irons himself. Now it looks like there's another puzzle to solve, which will lead us to get the key card from him. We used the crank we found earlier to find our first part of the power panel. As we headed back towards the police station, I took this opportunity to get the trophy, Don't Need No Stinking Gun. There was a knife on the wall next to the first cop we found early on in the video, and this makes it way easier to get this trophy like this. Unfortunately, we returned to the main lobby to find Marvin turned into a zombie, and no other way to pay our respects than to put him out of his misery.
I'll stop this, Lieutenant.
Diving deeper into the station, we ran into what I'm assuming the creature that killed Ben in the holding cells. This is where we can also get another simple trophy by just shooting his hat off. Since the game isn't scary enough, we now got a scary looking creature just following us around now. What I'm about to show next is how to get 2 quick and easy trophies with just using a flashbang. Just throw 1 flashbang at a licker and the keeping their heads ringing trophy will appear. This next one requires you to get grabbed by a zombie to where Leon will stick the flashbang into its mouth. And all you gotta do is shoot it while it's in there and the trophy will appear. After finding the last part to the power panel, we headed back down to unlock the gated cell door. Leon finds a recording device of an interview with someone named Annette. It goes on to describe Umbrella and their secret laboratory they have underneath a huge sinkhole in the middle of the city. We now finally got our key card for the parking garage and headed towards that direction to find out all the other jail cells containing zombies are not being loose. Oh, and what do you know?
Give me a break.
Of course, like why wouldn't he be down here right now?
Oh, hell no!
This is getting old. Nothing dies down here. I take it you have the key card.
Yeah, so after all that, we inserted the key card and unlocked the trophy for finally escaping the police station. With a dead end in our way, the only way forward was through this gun store. Inside, we can find a letter from Jill, and it locks us a trophy, but this doesn't count towards the platinum, and it's only for a DLC. We run into the store owner being really aggressive with us. We then see behind him a little girl that looks like she's infected. Ada then comes to our rescue and wanted to kill her before she turns. With more thinking, the owner goes back into the store and does it himself. Or did he do it to himself? I don't know. Ada then tells us that someone from Umbrella named Annette was responsible for releasing the virus, and Ada plans to take her down. This is also where we enter to get to my least favorite part of the game, the sewers. It was a really huge maze, but thankfully it was just a short section in the game. We then run into this giant looking alligator and had a chase scene looking something out of Crash Bandicoot.
Chew on that. You overgrown son of a bitch.
A little help from Ada, we headed towards an elevator to go more deeper underground. Oh, and look at what we have here. We run into Annette herself, asking her to give us the G-virus. And this is where she attempts to escape. As she's running, she goes to shoot Ada, but Leon jumps in front to save her.
You'll never get the G-virus!
With Leon now injured, we now take control as Ada and play as her. Her section was pretty easy for the most part, and I did miss a trophy on my first playthrough, so we will be going back and doing that in our second time around. She pretty much pursues after Annette and then finds herself injured like Leon. However though, we did get a trophy for just completing this segment on its own, so that's good. We explored more into the sewers to find our last safe to open up, and this will give us the Masters of Unlocking trophy for opening all the safes and locks. God, I hated doing this maze puzzle. I swear, I took like 20 minutes in this area for no reason. I think I'm just dumb. We also got a flamethrower in this section too, which is pretty cool. This next trophy we are about to get requires you to beat the stage 2G with the crane only once. So that means leading up to the crane, we have to damage him as much as we can to get his health low enough for this to work. And then here you can see me pulling the crane back and boom, got a trophy. The next thing we're about to do is pretty much sidetrack back all the way to the police station for the last time this playthrough. I found this liquor in the hallway and realized I was missing a trophy related to this, so I went ahead and got that as well. This trophy requires you to shoot a zombie dog or a liquor out of the air. Pretty simple enough, but really scary at the same time. This next trophy now requires us to use this roll film we found in the sewers to find secret items scattered across the station. The first item is located in the STARS office on the second floor, and this will give us a red dot upgrade for one of our weapons. The last item is located on the right hand side of the station and on the first floor in the conference room, but this will also give us flamethrower ammo, which I don't really use much in the game anyways. And once we pick this up, this will also give us the treasure hunter trophy as well. And while we were up here, I took the time to grab one last weapon mod with the STARS badge. It's not related to any trophies, but I just wanted to grab it to give my weapons on more of a punch. We finally now return back to Ada to head towards the cable car that will take us to the underground lab and leave the sewers. A trophy will pop up as well for doing so. And just like that, we're almost halfway done. We explored the underground lab for a while, and then we came across a transmitter that will open up the shutters to reveal the last and final pouch for our inventory slot upgrade. As we pick this up, a waste of space trophy will pop up. Here we learn that William tries to run with the G-virus to then be shot to death and then later injects it into himself. Oh, and speaking of him,
What are you doing?
We can't let him get away!
after taking down William, we met back up with Annette to find out that Ada isn't really FBI, but a mercenary. She only tried to get the virus to sell it to the highest bidder. Alright, so for this next trophy we're about to do, it's going to be a time-related one, so we have to be really quick. As the laboratory self-destructs, we gotta make our way to the exit as quickly as we could to trigger the last and final boss on Leon's run. Oh yeah, and this is where we also run into Claire to learn that she's down here as well. Here comes the most BS part of the game. Now all I gotta do is defeat the tyrant boss with 5 minutes to spare on the clock. And the only reason why this boss is so difficult is because of the space you're given to fight him on. And as you see here, I've died to him once, but thankfully I was able to load back up a recent autosave and the timer resets. As you keep on shooting him, a cutscene will trigger and a rocket launcher will drop down for you to use.
Where did this thing come from?
Oh my god, this part right here. Did you see how close I was to getting hit? I was like shitting my pants while I was playing right here. And there you go. You got the trophy. Oh. You can hear how relieved I was. Okay, so for this next trophy, I was pretty much holding it off since the beginning of the game. I just never found like the right time to use it until now. And all you have to do is kill 3 enemies with a sub-weapon, which in this case was a grenade. A bunch of zombies were just piled up on this doorway, and I just threw the grenade, and then there you go. The trophy popped up.
actually miss her.
And just like that, Leon's playthrough is done. We were also able to complete half the trophies as well, which is pretty good. Now, if you did the run correctly, you should get the trophy for not using the item box and not using any healing items. And the last third trophy for just completing Leon's story. Without wasting any time, I immediately jumped straight into Claire's first run. It's pretty much the same story as Leon's, but the only different thing about her run is a couple dialogue changes, and instead of Ada, we now have Sherry. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention that we're doing this on hardcore mode. Meaning if I die, I had to start over at the beginning since there aren't any autosaves, and to manual save, you have to use an ink ribbon. This is where the 6 playthroughs are cut short into 4. I just made it more difficult on myself to do the hardcore runs while doing Claire's story for the first time. We also do need to go for the S rank as well, so we can't afford to waste any time. So I pretty much sped through all the same thing Leon does up to the point where we get to the garage to meet Chief Irons for the first time, who is a complete asshole and kidnapped Sherry. Oh yeah, this is also where I died for the second time as well and lost pretty much 30 minutes of progress. There's no way. Wow! Bro, what do you mean there's nothing over there? Nah. And then I died a third time. I'm done for tonight. Alright, I just woke up. It's a brand new day. Hopefully we can try to do Claire's part today and try to get the plat trophy. I'm going straight into hardcore. We finally got into the chief's office to get a phone call from him. This is where now we take control of Sherry and our goal is to escape. There was a puzzle in this room that we got to solve in under a minute to get the trophy Young Escapee. It was pretty easy, I just had to look up a guide beforehand so I didn't waste any time and miss my chance to get the trophy. After completing her section, we should return back to Claire and another trophy should pop up for completing Sherry's part.
Just you wait, asshole.
So as Claire, we go and rescue Sherry and then have to repeat everything we did in Leon's playthrough. Finally, we got to Claire's final boss for the playthrough, and as Leon, we have to fight the Super Tyrant, and as Claire, we have to fight the 4th stage of William. And same as Leon, we have another time-based trophy for Claire, but instead of 5 minutes, it's 4 minutes with her. Let's go!
Claire! It's okay. I'm here. So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here? I want to see where you live. Good. 'Cause I take a shower.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Alright, did I get S though? S plus? Okay, I'll take it. So here I got 4 trophies for where you beat the game on hardcore mode with Claire, you beat the game with an S ranked on standard or hardcore, you completed Claire's story, and finally only taken 14,000 steps in one playthrough. Now it's back to Leon, and this time we're going to be doing his second run, which contains exclusive items that we'll be getting along the way. This first one we're going to get is his last Mr. Raccoon, and this will give us a trophy for that. The only thing different with Leon's second run is that we started in a different place. The whole story is the same, it's just that the process to get to that part is different. We will also be doing this run on hardcore with Leon to get that trophy as well, since we did his first run on system mode to mainly focus on getting collectibles. Now that we are back with Ada, we can now get the trophy I missed and talked about earlier, where you can't shoot her gun once during her section. Oh, nice. And here comes the most stressful part of the game for me. Fighting the Super Tyrant boss on hardcore mode.
What is it with these things?
Oh my god.
Where did this
Let's go. Now since we are on our second run, we get a new section at the end of the game where we fight the G one last time. Yeah, fuck you! Let's go, Leon.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
Alright, I tried to go for like an S plus run with Leon there. I think I was like a minute off, not gonna lie, from the 2-hour mark. Oh, 4 minutes off. We got it though. Look at all those trophies we're getting too. Alright, so for here, you should be getting 3 trophies. One for beating Leon's playthrough in hardcore mode. The second one for beating on the S ranked. And the final one for witnessing the true ending. And one last time, we're doing Claire's second run to get the last collectibles. Alright, come on. Please. Let this just be the last one. I swear if I miss something, I'll be so mad. Yes! And now the very last trophy of the game is to complete the game mode, the 4th survivor, in extra modes.
Heads up. Guys at the top. I'm not gonna just leave you. God damn it.
Let's go!
Why'd you come back?
I wanted to meet the Grim Reaper.
And there you have it, the Resident Evil 2 Platinum. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys wanted me to do Resident Evil 3 or any other games in the future, please let me know in the comments as well. And thank you for watching.